Mello, don't miss. How's everyone doing? Your boy Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. And yeah, it's been a busy week this week, hasn't it? We have the NXT predictions and In Your House show over with. Done. Hell in a Cell predictions up on the channel right now. A big scratch off video up on the channel right now. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow for Hell in a Cell results and review. Lovely stuff. Let's get through today's topic. That, of course, being NXT In Your House 2022, done and over with. And yeah, it's not like a lot of people really pay that much attention to NXT nowadays anyway, for obvious reasons. This show, though, on the other hand, it wasn't bad. It was mostly expected, and in some areas, it went a little up than I imagined. It's not a great show, mind you, considering the product at the moment, but it was okay. Stand and Deliver, I had some issues with when it came to match quality and finish. This show didn't really give me a lot of that vibe. So let's go through and see what we didn't like and obviously liked, because I almost nailed this sucker if it wasn't for those damn creeds. But that was good in the end. But here we go. First off, kickoff, nothing noteworthy at all. I really disapprove of now, it seems, the pre-shows and kickoffs in WWE. NXT do not have matches. It's boring, it's dumb, mark it off. Now we start off somewhat hot in the six-man tag. Surprisingly, the first match of the night was not for a championship. It was Legado taking on Big Tony and Stacks and Two Dimes. Hilarious names, but pretty lame names. Anyway, it was okay. Nothing too crazy about the match until we got closer to the finish, and honestly, I had a hard time keeping up with this, seeing what was going on. There was a crowbar in the ring at one point, there were brass knucks in the ring, and things changed hands about a couple of times, so that somehow, I think Two Dimes ended up being knocked out and pushed onto a knocked out Joaquin Wilde, and won the match for his team. It was very strange, but I'm not surprised about the finish. The finish was shady as I expected, and then some, and obviously Team Tony bringing Legado into his own staple, and this will be what it will. I don't know if I'm going to look forward to them cahooting, however you want to put it. We'll see. Maybe it'll be good. I'm just going to move my camera. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it won't. Most likely, it won't be worth too much of our time, but if the comedy's there, I might enjoy it. Then we get into some championship material, and we actually started with the two that I felt I was gambling on the most. First up, the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Toxic Attraction defending against, what is her new name? Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. And I think this was the match I was maybe talking to my friends the most and looking away. I might have been scratching a few tickets. Not a lot in my mind memorable for this. It seemed average at best. Chance and Carter did hit some good flip moves together. There was one that I thought, hey, that might be the finish, but nope. Underestimated JC Jane and Gigi Dolan, because they had an opportunity for a little 2-on-1 and they didn't waste it. I think it was Carter who was trying to roll up. I want to say Gigi. Gigi kicked out, and then Carter got pushed into the ropes where a waiting JC struck her with a vicious right hand into, I'll say, a good German suplex, although the shoulders were up. That was clearly a botched pin, but that was it. Champions retain, and like I said, Toxic Attraction should not have taken any L's on this show after what happened at Stand and Deliver, and we delivered. I do think that Chance and Carter should be winning the Tag Team Championships, just not now. Maybe Great American Bash, because that seems like it's the next big NXT weekly show, and I will continue to say, NXT 2.0 do hit consistent home runs on the special weekly shows. I enjoyed New Year's Evil, I enjoyed Halloween Havoc, I enjoyed Summer Break-In. Let's see if we can do the same thing with the Bash. Moving on, though, the North American Championship was up for grabs next. And yes, oh, I felt it in my bones. I felt it in my bones. I love Cameron Grimes. He's great. But the fact is, I was never expecting a long championship reign from him. And after the best match of the night, because those two went at it and at it good, Trick interfered one too many times to distract Grimes, hit the cave-in, went for another one on Hayes, but Hayes threw him into the ring post. Scissors kick from the top rope. 1, 2, 3, your new two-time NXT North American champion, Carmelo Hayes. I just figured if they didn't put him in the World Championship scene after Stand and Deliver, he's going to win this again, isn't he? And he did. He did. So, does he drop this to Sikoa? Most likely the Bash. Probably, because he really should be in the world title scene, but transitional champions, etc., we'll see what happens, unless Hayes really isn't done with this championship. He might pull a Gargano, but we'll see what happens. Speaking of Gargano, only 3-time North American champion. There wasn't even another 2-time before Mr. Hayes, so more congrats to that. I was happy about calling that. See, as, I guess, boring or predictable or lagging as a show can be, if you can get what you want, it can feel good. And definitely into the next one, too, I didn't care about Wendy Choo versus Mandy Rose. And it really looked like they were teasing that Choo was going to take it, because Mandy was getting upset, she was talking trash, she was ripping up her pillows and whatnot. And then Wendy had some offense, but none of it made me really believe that she was about to win. The sleeper had me for a second, but nope, Mandy got out. Big knee, 1, 2, 3. We're done with this. Mandy Rose, still the NXT Women's Champion. And if she's going to lose, you better make something believable come out of it. Maybe to the winner of the breakout tournament, which is happening next week, the finals, as is. And it better be Roxanne, because if they give it to Tiffany, why? Now we get into the match. They got me. Pretty Deadly Creed Brothers, NXT Tag Team Championships. This was okay. I like what they did with the stairs. It was a good transition point. I was a bit disappointed it wasn't the finish, because obviously I picked Pretty Deadly. But then they showed their father in the crowd and made note of it, and I realized, oh, the Creeds have this. And I didn't have a problem. I only had the problem of, why show that their father is in the audience then? Don't make it that predictable. Not that predictable. But then the Creeds pulled the moment of the night, because Julius went up to the top rope and they were really building this, and I'm thinking, what is he going to do? Is he going to do a flip or something? He did a shooting star press, and a damn good one, mind you. And then the clothesline, 1, 2, 3, the Creed brothers finally become NXT Tag Team Champions. Finally. And are not kicked out of Diamond Mine, and hopefully to Roddy's approval. It was a good moment. I enjoyed it. I don't expect the Creeds to lose anytime soon, unless Diamond Mine really implodes with Roderick Strong and his new pupil. Then the main event, it was obviously Breakker and Gacy, with the stipulation of if Breakker gets disqualified, Gacy wins the championship anyway. And no, we did not. We did not add another one to the DQ title win list, because Christian is the only one still, I think, that has won a championship via that method. And it's very awesome, because I just love having that statistic. So we had our teases, though. We did have our teases. A chair was handed to Breakker multiple times, and Gacy was begging him to hit him with it, but didn't happen. But then my friend called a good power play. He was hoping that at one point, Breakker would be teased to get disqualified against Gacy, but the referee would look away. Gacy would hit a low blow and win. Well, Gacy did hit a low blow behind the ref's back, rolled him up, and damn, that was a close 2 count when I'm talking about it. That was damn close. They did the Eddie Guerrero chair spot. If you know, you know. That was cool. But then Breakker was sick of this. Big spear, the pop-up power slam, and that's it. Braun Breakker retains the NXT Championship, and this feud better be finished. That's all I can say. I still don't understand why Gacy got this long of a program after he was demoted to Level Up for what felt like the longest time after Harlan got released. And then this. It was so surreal. So that's it. Like I said, it was an okay show. I didn't have high expectations, so that made it a little bit better when it came to Mello being the surprise of the night. And then the Creeds completely turned me around. Didn't hate it. Didn't hate this show. But that's it. Gonna save my energy for Hell in a Cell, you know. So thanks for tuning in. If you watched the show, let me know what your favorite moment or worst moment was of the evening, and what you're looking forward to tonight about Hell in a Cell. Like, share, subscribe. I will see you all tomorrow. And then we take, I would say, hopefully a little break. Keep it real. We bout it.